I look at today as a historic day, another milestone in this amazing journey we call Jeunesse. But I remember the first meeting in San Gabriel, California, and we showed up with, big dreams, big vision, and, we showed up with reserve in a bottle, and we were pouring in Dixie cups, telling people that this was going to be the next billion-dollar company. But I think we were right, weren't we?
This is Kim Hui coming to you live from Southern California. Folks, not only do you have an opportunity to have a product that is so remarkable, that's so on a cutting edge, at the same time, you also have a financial opportunity to change your life.
That was the beginning of Jeunesse. In 09, Jeunesse was born, and the first goal was to help as many people achieve their dreams as we could, because we have been so blessed to achieve so much over the years of working together that we wanted to help others with the same burning desire.
You look at the growth curve, number 82 after our second year of business in the top 100 companies in the industry.
We were notified by the DSA that we are number 82 in the top 100 in the world.
My passion was to help children around the world, and I think you're going to be impressed. We'd love to have you help us do that. I want all of you to become diamonds. That way we can help a lot more people around the world.
One of the top 20 most influential women in the world of direct selling, Wendy Lewis. It's been a long journey for this company over the past 3.5 years, and we've had the honor of blessing so many and impacting so many distributors' lives around the world, and we've had an amazing time doing it.
The Woman of the Year in Industry is Wendy Lewis, co-founder of Jeunesse Global.
Now, this is not makeup. It's not a cosmetic. As you can see, it's an anti-aging serum that gets dramatic results instantly.
What do you think, Jeunesse family?
Yes, so this is a product by Jeunesse. And it's about
video. She's applied the product and it really works. Instant ageless. It's ageless. Made by Jeunesse.
This is a global movement that is happening all around the world. And I tell you what, $1 billion? Companies talk about doing $1 billion in sales. That's not our goal. Our goal is to create a multi-billion-dollar brand and a household name all around the world. This is history in the making. All around the world, it's the coming together of many cultures, nationalities, religions, generations as one Jeunesse family. And we will not stop until we make Jeunesse the #1 company in the industry in the world. Can we do it, Jeunesse family? Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to our entire Jeunesse family all around the world. Aloha from beautiful Maui. This is Scott Lewis. We're coming to you live from the Grand Wailea here on the gorgeous island of Maui, Hawaii, where we await our Emerald Directors, over 130 Emerald Directors on the way to experience the Emerald lifestyle. Happy New Year to our entire Jeunesse family tuning in from all around the world, from Asia to Europe, to the Middle East, to Africa, North America, South America. Welcome to the Hangout today. And today is a historic day for the Jeunesse family. And a huge milestone has been accomplished. As all of you had the opportunity to watch that video, I think all of us here and my special guests on the Hangout today we're all trying to dry our tears because it's been an emotional experience and an emotional journey for all of us, as it has been for all of you. But today marks the day when we officially announce that Jeunesse has hit the $1 billion mark in annual sales revenue. And in fact, we didn't just hit 1 billion, we have finished the year of 2015 with 1.1 million US dollars in annual sales for the year, making Jeunesse the fastest company in network marketing history to do annual sales of $1 billion. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you on the Hangout. This is a huge milestone. This is a historic day. If Jeunesse wasn't already the talk of the industry, we will certainly become the talk after this huge announcement that all of you are a part of. I often say, don't just be a picture in the book of Jeunesse, be a part of the story. All of you are a part of this story that will carry us to the future. And I'm so excited that I've got some very esteemed and honored guests here on the Hangout today joining us for this momentous occasion that we're sharing with thousands of people. We have thousands of people on the Hangout today. And again, welcome and Happy New Year to all of you. I'd like to welcome two very endearing and important part to the Jeunesse story in this movement we call Generation Young. Two visionaries, two people that I give the credit for making me the person and the man I am today, and the true heart and soul and visionaries behind Jeunesse. And it's been an amazing journey, but I'd like to welcome our co-founders, my mom, Wendy Lewis, and Randy Ray to the Hangout. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for inviting us. We're proud and pleased to be here.
It's a lot of fun. It's been a long time coming, and it's been a long journey, but it's been a lot of fun. Delighted. All right.
We've got some, we're going to get to hear from you guys here shortly, and we also have another very special guest, and we're so honored to have her joining us from Los Angeles, California today. And you got to hear that first conference call on the video that you just saw, and this is someone that I just have a deep amount of respect for. Talk about a pioneer. This is the true pioneer of Jeunesse, the trailblazer, the one that you know, began this journey with us over 6.5 years ago. I've known her for probably 10 years now and consider her a close friend and sister, and I'd like to welcome our Presidential Diamond Director, Kim Wee, to our Hangout today.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for having me here. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thanks, Kim. It's so great to have you. What a beautiful home you have there. And, you know, this is the day we've all been working for so hard. You know, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears over the years, a lot of amazing travels and amazing experiences. And, you know, it all started with a dream, a very big dream 6.5 years ago. And I think for all of us, you know, we've had the chance to travel the world together to really get to live Jeunesse every single day. We've lived and breathed this company since even before 09, but it's been the most, I would say, rewarding years for all of us, and it has really shaped our lives for the future and really allowed us to have self-awareness and really becoming not just better leaders but better people. And I'm so proud of what we've created, and I'm proud of all the people on the Hangout here for everything you guys are doing to really lead the charge in living Jeunesse. And we all share one collective passion, and that's to change the world through Jeunesse. You know, as I look back on the past 6.5 years, you know, certainly the best years of my life, but I'd like to invite our founders, my mom and Randy. You know, why don't you share a little bit with us about what the past 6.5 years have meant for you, the journey, you know, the experiences that you've had, and really where this journey all began.
Well, thank you very much. We first started in a very awkward situation because I was looking to have stem cell injections in my knee, and I had made an appointment to fly to Singapore, and someone said to me, there's a doctor in Beverly Hills that does stem cell technology, and I got his name and number, and I called, and it was Dr. Nathan Newman. And Wendy and I made an appointment. We went out, we sat down with him, and the thing that was most impressive is he was one of the kindest people that I had met, very soft-spoken, non-assuming, and told us about all the things you can do with stem cells. and both of us were very, very impressed. And as a matter of fact, he told us that he had developed a serum that helped diminish fine lines and wrinkles. And he showed us some before pictures and after pictures, and I thought, wow, if it could do that to those people, this product could sell all over the world. And we didn't go there with any idea in mind about starting a business. And so after he gave us one of those little containers, Wendy, we go back home, Wendy used it all, wouldn't let me have any of it. And so that's why I still look ugly today, and Wendy looks so good. But so we went back out for another meeting and sat down, and then we got serious. I said, well, how many of these do you sell a month? He said, about 40. I said, 40? He said, yeah, to my patients. I said, how would you like to sell 40,000? He said, I'd love it, but how could I do that? I said, you give us the formula, we'll show you how to do it. And I remember talking to Kim Wee, and I said, Kim, we got this deal, we could do this. And she was saying, I'm not interested in that. And so she talked to her husband. Her husband said, Kim, what are you talking about? This is the future. So she got back together, and as they say, the rest is history. And she built a team that has just been marvelous, marvelous growth for us. And we're excited to be here. And it's been a long journey. We've racked up hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles on frequent flyers, but it has been one of the most inspiring and fun things I've ever done. We've met friends all over the world now. And I think we checked the other day, and Wendy and I have been into 105 countries spreading the word about the Jeunesse and the opportunity. So you do the crying for all of us, so you can.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I hope. What I wanted to talk about is, first, the timing was perfect. The planets aligned perfectly, whatever the case may be. In March of 2009, President Obama allowed stem cell research in the United States. In April, at Easter time in 2009, Randy went to have his stem cells put in his knee for the first time. And lo and behold, out of the clear blue, I get a text message from Kim on Mother's Day. Don't make me start again. Mother's Day 2009. I don't know if I can do this. Where she said, Happy Mother's Day. And I sent back Happy Mother's Day to Kim. And she said, we should get together sometime. And I said, as a matter of fact, we're coming to LA quite frequently because of Randy's knee. We arranged to have lunch the next time I was in LA. And we sat down and we told Kim, I think she had another reason for us being there, but we were so excited about this new product, and we talked about anti-aging and how anti-aging was really going to be a monumental change in the world. Baby boomers are getting older, and nobody wants to look older, feel older. So we thought we'd come out with some products that made you look younger, feel younger. And we told her about the serum with Dr. Newman, and we told her we were looking at a resveratrol product, which she didn't necessarily, she was polite and listened, but she didn't necessarily understand it. But when she went home and told Dr. Vo about it, he said, Kim, this is the future of medicine. You've got to go back and join Randy and Wendy and talk to them about it. And it wasn't easy. We locked arms. There were 5 of us, I guess, Kim and 4 of her distributors that she brought with her. And the interesting thing is today, all 5 of us all 5 of them are still part of Jeunesse and doing extremely well. Everyone is still here, which is, I think, a monumental thing to begin with. And we locked arms and we traveled all over the world together. We had a great time. We went to Asia first, and first to Taiwan, and started working with Robin Lee, who had been with us for many, many years. And he's led an amazing group in Greater China. And then I guess we had hundreds and thousands of people join us. And the important thing to us was to open every market correctly. We wanted to have the infrastructure, the staff, everybody there. So we worked really hard to do that. And I'm grateful to everyone that's been part of this journey with us. It's an amazing journey. You all had a part in making it successful. My goal was to help as many people, and I know Kim's goal was the same, to help as many people as we could along the way to achieve their dreams. And I think we've done that really amazingly well. So many people have reached their dreams and beyond. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love all of you for making it happen for all of us.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Randy, for sharing. Randy, get her a tissue.
I didn't give her my shirt. I didn't have it.
No, I just
over here though.
Yeah, my heart is in my throat right now, and you just look at all the experiences we've shared as a family, and we've been able to travel the world together, and we've been so blessed over the years. But as you tell that story, I really look at this entire journey is destiny. You look at the growth curve of our company. You look at the people that have joined a part of this movement in this Jeunesse family, and I just feel like we've attracted not just great industry leaders. We've got the best in the business, no doubt about it, but truly kind-hearted servant leadership, people that really want to be a part of a family. And I'm so proud of the family culture that we've built over the years. And the best part is that we've been able to help change so many people's lives, and that's because of the thousands of people on the Hangout today, our leaders all around the world. And it's very unique to find a company like Jeunesse that decides to go to Asia before actually focusing domestically. And that's a big part of our story, a big part of our strategy. And when we made that decision, of course, Taiwan was the first market we decided to open up, and I don't think there's ever been a U.S. company that decided to open Taiwan maybe as their first market to grow in. But I know, Kim, you were a big part of pioneering in the initial efforts in Asia especially, and I know that was a big part of your vision when you joined Jeunesse as well, was to really put place a strategy that was going to penetrate the Asia market. And we've worked hand in hand, all of us and all the leaders around the world, to make that happen. And you and I mean, we've had the chance to travel to some amazing places. I remember, doing some, not just big events, some really small events too. And it's interesting to see how we've just this company's taken on a life of its own, and this culture has just become so strong over the years. But I'd love for you to share with the entire Jeunesse family around the world about your journey over the past 6.5 years, and what it's meant to you, your family, and how you feel about the future of this company, but most of all, how it's impacted your life, and what experiences you can share with the entire Jeunesse family.
Wow. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Wendy, Randy, Scott. Happy New Year. Watching the video, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain or express the feelings and the thoughts that went on. It truly has been a rite of passage the last 6.5 years. I'm speechless. And Randy, you were right, Randy. I remember you said to me 6.5 years ago, right here in Orange County, we were at a restaurant. I remember Randy said, Kim, you're going to look prettier, you're going to be younger and wealthier. Well, you know what, Randy, you were absolutely right. And so, but above and beyond that, I think it is rare in a lifetime. I mean, what we get to experience as human beings is that to be able to perhaps experience what textbook would describe, a company to go from 0 to $1 billion. Those lessons, those experiences, those things that went on the last 6.5 years, you've got to, I mean, it's such a huge blessing to be able to be a part of a project that were underground, not known, and boom, 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 as if it's boom, 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 okay? To hit $1 billion. My gosh. It's like things I never learned at UCLA, things I never learned in college, but the things that we get to experience. And you know what, I encourage everyone on this Google Hangout. And by the way, this is my very first Hangout, okay? And so I'm so glad I get to hang out with you at home for the very first time in a long time, at home in the holidays. right here in Newport Beach. But, you know, if you have an opportunity to be a part of something, I mean, that to me, it's life. It's greater than any individual part of us. But collectively, we have built something incredible, absolutely incredible. I mean, there's no emotion. I do not know in human words how I could articulate the things that's going through my brain. It's a chemical reaction, and I don't know, Scott, ever seen me like this? I'm absolutely, I don't know the word for it, but it truly has been a humbling experience. The last six and a half years, we laughed, we cried, we fought, but I could truly say that 6.5 years later, I love you guys. I love you all. I love you, Wendy, Randy. I love you, Scott, Isabel. I am very, very blessed to have the opportunity to work with a company from nothing and to work it and build it to become $1 billion and beyond. As far as what it meant to me, I hope you see it. All of us that started this opportunity 6.5 years later, we're still passionate. We're even more passionate than ever before of touching lives and changing lives around the world. So I am forever grateful, Wendy and Randy, forever grateful to what you have created. You have changed my life forever and many people around the world. So thank you, and I can't wait for you to come visit me in this beautiful home in Newport Beach. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. It's been an exciting ride, that's for sure, and humbling. That's certainly the right word for this journey. I mean, to go from nothing to something is a story in itself. And you know, I still, you heard in the video, I still remember, I mean, sitting in our conference room, coming up with the concept of Jeunesse. I remember the first time I put that serum on my face and shared with my wife, Isabel, who's here with me today. And we started to formulate this concept of Jeunesse. And then when we, you know, spoke to Kim, I don't think you knew how to even pronounce Jeunesse. Everyone's like, how's anybody going to remember how to say this name? And of course, Jeunesse meaning youth, and really, you know, we put together the branding and, you know, formulated Reserve. And you heard the story, San Gabriel, California. I remember it like it was yesterday, showing up to the Hilton there, maybe 100 people in the room. And, you know, we just weren't able to get the Reserve product ready on time. And it showed up, and these FedEx arrived like the morning of the event, you know, glass bottles, unmarked, little caps on them. And we started sharing the product and those little paper Dixie cups and telling everybody, you know, we had a dream that we were going to create a multi-billion-dollar company. And everything that's happened since then is just, it's history now. You know, we've really put our place and made our mark in history when you look at the history of network marketing. And there's been a lot of people behind this amazing growth story. You're talking about, you know, not just hundreds of thousands of people. We've probably had over 1 million people that have joined this company over the past 6.5 years. And, you know, that first conference call, Kim, I remember, you know, when we put that together, I was pacing around in my office in our same building right now, 28,000 little building that you saw in the video there. And I mean, but honestly, I remember feeling in my gut, in my heart, that we had something special in our hands. And I didn't know how we were going to get here. I don't think any of us really knew. But you know, we just all put our heads down, went to work, you know, with so much passion, with so much heart. When you believe with conviction in what you're sharing, starting with the products, you know, cutting edge products and really category creators, and then, you know, building a global platform. And, you know, traveling the world together, getting out there. And, you know, I remember doing meetings, you know, 100, 200 people, opportunity meetings. Now we're putting 14,000 people in arenas, and there's not any event that we don't sell out. We can't even find venues large enough to accommodate our events. And, you know, I remember getting on a train once in Seoul, Korea, and showing up for what was going to be a, you know, 200-person event. And, you know, there were probably 40 people in the room. And, you know, I just kept telling myself, you know what, there's one person in that room that will make this market a success story. And you always bring your best, you're always professional, but we've all had those experiences. You know, we've we've shown up and we've done, we've done home events. I've done events in homes. I've done opportunity meetings in our offices. But most of all, it's just been the most rewarding years of my life. I can say that this is a very surreal moment for all of us, and it's so wonderful for me to be able to share it with my wife, and we've had the opportunity of traveling the world together as well and making lifelong friends, lifelong relationships. And baby, why don't you share a little bit more about what the past 6.5 years have meant to you, and what we've been able to create with our Jeunesse family.
Such an emotional day for me too. I still remember 6 years ago when he told me for the first time about this amazing technology that they're going to launch through a brand new network marketing. I didn't know anything about network marketing by that time, but we went to the first meeting in LA. We met all the pioneers. We met Dr. Newman, and then we began to travel to small meetings everywhere. Very humble beginnings, and meet all the people behind the business. And then I really understand when everybody repeat how powerful was the business, because I met amazing people, kind people, that was what I say, this is really the business about. And after that, it has been a beautiful journey. All of you become family for us. We share everything. We were in the happy, in the difficult, always hands together, and look where we come so far. And we are just thankful because you are the soul and the heart of Jeunesse, and you really changed our life. And we are just thankful for that.
Thank you. It's I think it's made our marriage stronger. I think it's made us better people. But most of all, we've made family all around the world, and we've been so blessed over the past 6.5 years. And I just look at, all of you in the Hangout today. I just look at, all of you, and I have to really just be so grateful for your belief, for your trust, for your confidence in all of us here in the Hangout today, because without each and every one of you leading this company forward, we would not have reached this milestone. And we've shared so many experiences, here in Maui, the Emerald experiences, our Diamond Discovery trips. I remember the Mediterranean cruise, 1,200 people on a Mediterranean cruise, and always have those moments in life that you take a step back and you just soak up the moment. I remember being in Rome at the Colosseum, and I leaned up against a tree and I saw hundreds of Jeunesse family dancing, laughing, taking pictures, and I just told myself that this is what it's all about. This is why we do this business. For this isn't business. It really is personal. It's a way of life for us. I always say we don't really have hobbies. We don't have an outside life. Jeunesse is our life. We live Jeunesse. We breathe this company, and we do it because of all of you. We really make it a priority to deliver, and we know that all of you are counting on us. And 3,000 people to Alaska, 3,500 people to Dubai. And this is living the Jeunesse lifestyle. We're changing people's lives through the products, and we've got great products we're working on still through the business opportunity, but it's the lifestyle. And I'm so proud of the entire journey in reaching this milestone. And as I look forward, 1 billion, we're going to celebrate. We are certainly going to celebrate today. But the best part about this journey is that it really and truly has only just begun. You saw that last graphic. It is 1 billion and beyond. And beyond is the future. Beyond is the vision. We're going to celebrate today, but you know what? It's a new year. It's 2016. It's a new day. We've put so many strategies in place to take this company to the next level. And the interesting thing is you're passionate day one, but like Kim said, our passion grows every single day. We're hungrier, we're more driven, we're more focused because we know we've got a lot of people counting on us, and we know that you guys are making sacrifices in your life, pouring your hearts into this company to change your future, to achieve your goals, fulfill your lifelong dreams. And we've got some exciting plans, some exciting things in store for 2016. And I want all of you to feel proud. Feel proud of the company. Feel proud of your story within the Jeunesse story. Be proud of the brand. Be proud to be a part of this movement. But like I said, The movement continues. The journey has only just begun. And Kim, I'd like to invite you, if you have a few words. I mean, we've made it 6.5 years, but I know the best thing about Jeunesse is we get younger every year. I look at these videos, and I look at the videos, seriously, from 5 years ago, and I look at us today, and I feel like we look younger, we feel younger, we're, youthful at heart, we've got so much energy and passion, but 2016, new year, what is your vision? What are your thoughts on the future of Jeunesse this year and for the next 6.5 years?
Well, thank you, Scott. I would like to say that, for me, today is a brand new day, and we have just begun. For all our distributors around the world, if this is your first day, if this is your first time being involved with Jeunesse, congratulations. And for all the entrepreneurs out there, you know what? Begin your today. Wherever it took us 6.5 years to get to where we are, to get to $1 billion. But guys, you know what? We took what we learned and we grew from what we experienced last 6.5 years, and the journey have just begun. So look at it this way. Starting from today, 2016, imagine whatever your dreams are, whatever some of those aspirations you want to accomplish in life. Today is the day. Mark today's day as your very first day to begin a journey that can totally change your life, and at the same time, it can help change other people's lives. The way I look at Jeunesse, look, we become who we are here today. And imagine, it's not the $1 billion mark that we became, but rather it's the lessons and the experiences and the person who we became here today. That's going to take this company to the next multi-billion dollar. So for those of you that have missed the part of those treacherous journey the first 6.5 years, you know what? The next 6.5 years is going to be an incredible ride, because we get to take what's working, and we're going to apply it, improve it, and make it even better. So I believe in 6 years, we'll be able to touch many lives around the world. The next 6.5 years, Scott, together, can you imagine, together, what we can do? And I can honestly say that in 6.5 years, I have learned and grow as an individual, as a human being. And I know, Scott, you and I threw some punches back then, but you know what? That's what family is all about. And Wendy, I'm sorry I gave you some heartaches before, but that is all what family is all about. And it's very rare that you get to build a $1 billion company. It's like a family. But this family has no geographic boundary. It's global. And so all my friends and distributors around the world, if you dare to dream, you better dare to be different. And you better dare to win, because it is within your reach. And I want to say this to you. And this is a New Year's Day, and we all have New Year resolutions and dreams. And I could tell you, when Wendy and I met back then, 6.5 years ago, we met in Orange County. And I said, wow, wouldn't it be cool to live in Orange County, to live by the beach? Well, you know what? How would it make you feel? I mean, look, I work hard. We all work hard to accomplish what we have. And I remember the feeling I had when I walk into this house. I said, you know what? I look at it, and you can see the ocean back there. I said, you know what? I'm going to own this house, and I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it. And it happened. And so you work hard at it. You have a dream, and you better dare to win. And so this is what it's all about, guys. You know what? All those things of living life, all the years perhaps people told us, whatever, that's a passé, that's past. Today is a brand new day. It is time to lighten up your dream. It is time to get back to some of the dreams and hopes that you have. And dreams do come true. So if you dare to dream, dare to win. And I am forever grateful, Wendy and Randy. You two beautiful, and we get to grow young together. And so, and it is absolutely phenomenal. And all I can say is besides all the incredible management, all the men and women that work behind the scene in Jeunesse Global around the world, I want to say thank you on behalf of all the distributors around the world. I want to say thank you, because it's a collective effort from corporate, from field leadership, from every around the corner. So I want to, and people behind the scene, and I want to say thank you very much to all our leadership, corporate management around the world. I want to say thank you. And also, I also want to say thank you to all the leaders, the field leaders around the world. I know what it takes. I know that some of you may be in the trenches on a New Year's Day fighting for your dream. You know what? Don't ever, ever give up, because the dreams can come true. And it did come true for me and many people around the world. So with that, thank you. And I look forward to traveling with all the diamonds and double diamonds around the world. And let's truly, truly live life as life is meant to live. So thank you very much, Scott. Isabel, you guys are beautiful. Thank you very much. Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Well, I mean, I listened to those words, and, you know, I would encourage all the Jeunesse family. It is January 2nd. It is a new year. Turn that next page. Start that next chapter in your Jeunesse journey, because I can assure you, if you have a dream, you're going to have adversity. You're going to have people that doubt your dreams, but never let people talk you out of your dreams, because people are living their dreams in Jeunesse every single day. And this is a culture that is rock solid. It's a culture of family. It's a culture of integrity. It's a culture of trust. And it's a culture of empowering others. You know, Jeunesse it's no longer just a company. It truly is a global movement, like-minded, like-hearted individuals fighting for a common mission, a common cause to change the world. And I can tell you that all of us, Kim, my mom, Randy, Isabel, myself, our vision today is bigger than it has ever been before. We focus on the next billion now. We focus on the 2 billion and beyond mark. But, you know, all of you, you know, I have to thank each and every one of you. I agree. I mean, there's been so many people behind this success story, behind this historic day. We've got over 700 of the Jeunesse corporate family around the world, over 30 offices around the world. I'd like to thank each and every one of them that really live Jeunesse. You know, we've got really passionate people behind this company. We've got people that work Saturdays, Sundays, holidays. We've got, you know, everybody behind the scenes to support all of you as the leaders out there leading the charge in the field. And we are perfectly aligned as a company and as a movement. And it's servant-driven leadership at its best, internally, externally. You know, it's not always about what you get, it's what you contribute to others. You know, who you become that allows you to live a fulfilled life. And I can say with all my heart that we are living a fulfilled life. It's because of each and every one of you on the Hangout today. And just know that we are just getting started. We're so excited for this milestone, this historic day. We want to congratulate each and every one of you for all that you stand for living Jeunesse. Get out there, share Jeunesse with the world, share the products, be proud of this company, be proud of this movement, be proud of the culture of Generation Young, and go out there, pour your hearts out to people, let them feel your passion. And we've got an exciting journey ahead, great things in store. I will never forget today for the rest of my life, and I assure all of you, none of us will never, you know, just never forget this. We count our blessings every single day. We're humbled. It's totally surreal. So to the entire Jeunesse family, congratulations. It's 1 billion and beyond. We wish you a very happy new year, a very safe, healthy, prosperous new year ahead. We love you all. One team, one family, one Jeunesse. Have a great day. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.